Your shoe, your roof.
Your shoe, the roof.
Your 1955 BMW R. That's me.
Okay, I thought we could talk about this because it's actually really important, but we are going to discuss what are some early warning signs that a guy is going to become abusive. And Jess, for this one, you're going to always disagree and tell us why it's actually sexy. What do you think?
Okay.
All right, so here's some of the things. One of them is that he keeps close tabs on you at all times.
Damn.
It's kind of like a thing that once you start seeing that, it's a bad sign.
You mean he cares?
Oh, she's already good at this. God damn. She went right in.
Like the guy will be like, hey, you gotta have your phone on you all the times. Why was it on silent? Why didn't you pick up? Once those things start getting pretty bad, studies have shown that that guy ends up becoming pretty abusive.
Studies aren't wrong.
But what is abusive?
Number 2 is that he issues ultimatums. And I thought that was a really good one, where he's like, it's either this way or nothing at all. Like, that's always a bad
It's
thing.
important to have standards, I think.
My way, the highway.
What do you think of that? Are you that kind of way? Are you like, it's gotta be my way or no way at all?
No, hell no. I'm totally opposite. He wanted to move to Florida, and I was like, shit, bet. I'm moving to Florida. I'm definitely the opposite. But of course, you know. Honestly, I think it should be fair, right?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's me. So I don't know. I don't think I'm abusive, and definitely that sounds crazy.
We'll find out at the end of this if you're abusive. Don't worry.
It's like a magazine play. It's like
Are you abusive?
It's a magazine.
Yeah.
People says.
This one I thought was interesting too. Number 3 is that he finds ways to keep you away from your family. Which I've never done that, but I've heard of that. Yeah, I've heard of like isolation tactics being a thing.
he's your family now.
We all family.
Scary
I love
good.
the demeanor, which she's
She's scary good.
yeah.
It's funny because
I
like
believe her.
when I'm in a relationship, I'm trying to find time for myself for the most part.
Oh, really? Yeah.
It's like it's weird that you want her around all the time versus trying to find space for yourself.
Trying to balance it out, have a little of everything.
Because
I think
you're
that-
controlling. So if you're around her all the time, then you can control
But
her.
if you're around, don't you love this person? Don't you want to be around them 24/7?
Wow.
Pretty good point, Jess.
Yeah.
And then,
Who else are you going to be around?
Along that same line, number 4 is that he separates you from your friends, which happens a lot for early onset abusive dudes.
It's because he knows what's best.
If we have shitty friends, then yeah,
He's
but
looking out for you.
He is. He
We're all being
He
Jess
cares
now.
about me so much.
Yeah, it's like one of those things where I don't like that's something I've seen a lot in life. And I think I did that a little like when I first started dating and I got really jealous about not being able to to feel like, oh, my girl's got to go have fun without me, and like it would make you like jealous and shit. But I think that's another level when you actually start to really try to build walls. That's crazy. That's a cuckoo guy.
that's lame.
Yeah. Number 5, I've never heard of this, but it says he'll make a reason for you to quit your job.
This is so true.
Really? That
This
quit your
is-
job one? Has that happened for you?
Yeah.
Quit your job?
Well, because it was he wants you to be more dependent on him.
Oh,
So if you don't
I
have
didn't
a
think of
job, you don't have finances, you don't have...
Yeah, you need him.
Exactly.
Why are you independent? Yeah.
And also it becomes like, well, I'll be the breadwinner. I'll take care of you.
Oh, you're unhappy?
That's
Let me
sweet.
take care of you, honey. Don't worry. Babe, I got you.
In this economy,
While you're figuring it out, like, we'll figure it out together.
It's just
Like, don't worry.
It's just so you can say, I paid a bill.
Yeah, it's so later on in his fight,
hot.
he can be like, I took care of you when you were
That's
down.
so hot.
I was here when you were not, had no one. Well, I had no one because you didn't have me have anyone.
Your shoe, your roof.
Your shoe, the roof.
Pay for one shoe.
Your 1955 BMW R. That's me.
1905.
Who else is gonna take care of that for you? Yes.
Your shoe.
Your shoe. I like the one shoe.
You nothing without me. He does that just so he can say all that.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
100%.
100%. They can dangle it off past you.
Did any of you actually have that conversation? Did you have that conversation where a guy you were dating was kind of
Yeah.
suggesting that?
Yeah. I had a relationship.
What was your response to that? Cause you worked so hard to like get where you
I broke
are.
up with him and moved out, threw my shit in storage.
Damn.
I moved to California.
Wow.
Yeah, it was a wrap.
Yeah.
Yeah, I moved to LA.
They deserve better.
Do these guys show these signs with like their other relationships other than the romantic relationships, or
No.
is it just the?
No, because I had a friend who knew him, and he was the one that vouched for him. But also keep in mind, like, how he interacts in a close relationship that he's building romantically is going to be much different than him with his friends. His
Yeah.
buddies.
Well, yeah, I mean,
There's not going to be a crossover there, so
Yeah.
right.
you're just not going to know. So the guy, my friend who was vouching for him at the time, he was vouching for the guy that he knew as just a friend.
Yeah, it's a homie.
Of course.
Yeah.
I agree. The guys that I've met that have been really controlling don't have that controlling aspect as friends at all.
At all.
You're not
Because
gonna.
it's
You're
the
not
difference
gonna,
between friend love and real love, okay? True love.
Horrible.
Here's the thing that this is a new one I didn't know about, but apparently sleep deprivation.
What?
Like they don't let you
torture.
sleep. They're like,
Yeah.
have you fucking been
Yeah. I think
beat
it's-
up all night long.
It says that it's been proven that sleep deprivation is a very effective method of torture, and he'll find a reason to wake you up or keep you awake until you're like a blubbering mess. Maybe it's a way to like win arguments.
Yeah,
you know, like when
easier way
you're
to gaslight.
arguing all night and the person's like, I just
Yeah.
want to go to sleep, and they just don't let you.
What's next? Bamboo under your nails? Like, my God, guys.
No, just
I do that.
Love is torture.
Pastime.
And, you know, it's not, you know what? He just wants to spend time with you.
This is your fault. You gave her this job.
He's up all night talking.
Hey, Ryan, I do that.
You just want to talk.
sleep,
You
you
just talk
sleep.
with different.
What do you mean?
You know why I don't let her sleep?
Why?
Because she can't go to sleep mad.
Oh, so your style is to figure it out before anybody goes to
I
bed.
just want her to sleep
You
happy.
feel like there's truth to that? Like not going to sleep?
Yes.
Oh yeah, because she's gonna wake up like, you know what I was thinking? I was like, fuck, man.
Or she's gonna have a dream. She'd be like, baby, you dream cheated on me. I'm pissed.
I just want fucking coffee. And like, what do you want for coffee? Instead, this is what I'm thinking last night. What happened? And I'm like,
Man, you know what else?
You know what's funny?
I don't want to start my morning like that. Absolutely.
True.
It's like, yeah, I get it. What used to mess with me is like, I think growing up, I was like that too, where I was like, no, we gotta like fix this. And then I think I dated different people that weren't like that were like, no, I'll feel better after I have a good night's rest. And then it was true for them.
Yeah.
I think you just have to find the person that is your style, because some people are one or the other.
Yeah.
And if those clash, that's bad.
Yeah, that's bad.
Because we rather sleep like this, you know what I mean? And then you're like, oh, it's too hot.
Rather than what?
And
What's
what?
the other way?
Butt to butt.
I want the butt kisses. That's how I like to sleep. Yeah, the butt kisses.
Like-
Why are you touching me? Stop touching me. Yeah.
You just sleep in separate beds. It's a secret to a lasting relationship.
This one says monitoring food intake.
That's wild.
What?
Hey, there's somebody out there probably going through that right now. Is that common?
This dude should be in
I guess you could technically see it in a positive and negative way for sure.
What's the positives?
Positive way is like, hey, baby, I'm looking out for you.
Trying to make you healthy.
Like if the girl ever told me, like,
I thought this was her job to do.
like, you know, like, hey, if I ever get too fat, kill me. I'm like, oh shit.
Kill me?
No, that's what I'm saying. You're looking like, what the fuck? I don't want to do any of that. So hey, babe, maybe watch out how you eat. You know what I mean? Just in
I
case.
get too.
They just want the best for you.
Right. And then the negative way is
Officer, she
obviously
said.
I don't know the negative way. You know what I mean? Like probably like
There isn't one.
I never heard of the abusive part.
So you say there's no negative to that?
No, not at all. It's like, especially if they overfeed you. And they just, there's like, you know,
Overfeed you?
it's just like,
Like a pet?
no
What,
one's
are
ever
you,
gonna
like,
want you.
the
No one is ever
witch?
gonna love you like I love you. And they just,
Trying to Hansel and Gretel and fatten them up and stew them? Overfeed you?
will just make, it's nice.
I mean, I could see that part now. The negative part is just trying to
I think
like
that's a nice thing.
overfeed them and. You know what I mean?
Take here's coffee.
No. What you were saying? Like that negative part, the abusive part. Yeah.
I was saying it's a positive.
This is like the last one of the list, and this one really like, I think I used to see this one a lot, is disparaging something you love.
Oh, yes.
So like
100%.
when you're talking about something that you enjoy that maybe is not part of their world, and they immediately shut it down, or they kind of downplay it. They're like, oh, that's not that cool. I think that's a really like messed up way to like inch your way into that. Yeah, and I don't think that necessarily ever gets better. Like I think people with that attitude kind of have.
I think that's just you you're just like you're an angry person inside that, and you want to make them miserable with you.
I think maybe they're challenging you, and they just want to make sure you're not lame. You know, like maybe you kind of suck as a person, and they're giving you new opportunities to. I don't know. That's really shitty though to do that.
She's like, I can't even continue this.
What the fuck? Why are you with that person? If that sounds like that guy doesn't even like you. Like,
I mean, he's just bored that you're just a game at this point.
You know,
he's like, this is just my plaything.
there are literally billions of people in the world. Why would you be able to? You don't like them.
Why make that like that's such a narcissistic thing? Like you went into all that time to make this
Aaron.
What would you say if like you were, let's say you're like editing a big job, right? And then you're working, and then your dude who you love comes over and is just like, "What are you doing? Isn't it already? Don't you just have to put it in order?"
They're like, yeah, why don't you show me?
like downplaying your important thing you're doing.
Or if you're like,
me.
if you're doing camera work and he's like, "Doesn't it have autofocus?"
I'd be like, fuck, you're so right. I was a manual this whole time. I just agree with him, and that just diffuses everything.
That probably would work.
Yeah.
You
play
think
that
it would
game.
work? Like you think negging someone's passions is like could lead to positives?
I think if it's done in a joking way, I think it's funny.
If it's in a joking way, that's gold.
As long as it's funny, it's okay. Like anything.
Yeah, anything. Any form of abuse, if it's done well with the right comedic timing, it works, right?
It works.
I think that's where we all agree, yeah?
That's where stand-up
As long as it's funny, it's okay.
Yeah.
As long as it's funny to one person. And that person's yourself.